as of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. 50, plant.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on first down. Riggs. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 55, come on. Yep. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, wahoo. 55, Mike, 55. Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You're not ready. Let's go.
Throwing again. Riggs. And this one complete to Smith. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, Riggs. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, Haywood. Mike, go.
To throw again. Riggs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Riggs. The open man is Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. Riggs. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, box truck.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
2nd and 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 44's the mic. Hey, orbit. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. You 6'6", pull it high. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 1st down, Copeland looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stokes, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Copeland. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing on 1st down. Riggs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, here we go. Check 31, check 31.
Five. Look at me, zipper. Yes. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Copeland. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
You don't want me. 44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. I'm on. Fopo's the mic.
Go.
Mike's Fopo.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Copeland down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Operating from the gun, Riggs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. again. Riggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, Copeland going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, rock it, rock it.
Looking to throw. Copeland. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the run. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Hey! Snap!
To throw again, Copeland. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Rock it, rock it. Hey. Let go.
From the gun, Copeland. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on, set.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Kill.
80 weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. And we got to get to the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Riggs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Go.
Tighten up. Pull it together. You
Go out.
You got tight.
Yep. Get.
Operating from the gun, Riggs. And that's caught by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
Go. Be driven.
From the gun, Riggs. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Both the mic.
On the ball. Snap.
Back to throw. Copeland. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Riggs. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep, man up, deep.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
2nd and 5. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Riggs. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, pump.
Mike 50.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
E.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Here we go, here we go.
Get it.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Come on,
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Out.
Hey, high 7.
Check right. Watch 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, orbit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Deep river.
Back to throw. Riggs. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Falcons 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 33.
Right here. Hey, check Mike 30.
Leo!
You must be dreaming. He's crashing.
Now!
Check the crash.
Look at me! Zipper!
I got it.
The final shot before break. Copeland, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come to my world.
Mike check 33. 33. Here we go.
The final shot before break. Copeland. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Copeland. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 68 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down. Copeland, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Silver. 55's my guy. 55.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Riggs. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Riggs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. It's our time. It's our time. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah.
From the gun, Riggs. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 24-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Copeland. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the Bucks 41-yard line.
On the double. Look at me. Go.
On 1st and 10, Copeland. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Bravo. Get it.
2nd and 14. Going left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down. Copeland. Campbell making the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got it. Check. Hard.
Hey, Echo.
Check right. Watching the grind. You ain't got nothing. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Riggs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, wahoo!
55, Mike 55.
Yes. Now.
Looking to throw. Riggs. And he's going to go down again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Push him back.
Smooth.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Do the night. Check 24. Check it back.
Let's go.
From the gun. Riggs. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike spoke. Here we go, let's bring it.
Operating from the gun. Copeland over the middle, complete. That's Stokes. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Copeland. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Rock it. Hurry. 5.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Copeland. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
44, Mike, 44.
Go out.
I'm coming after you.
Get it.
On 1st down, Copeland. Catch made here by Campbell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike, 44. And watch your lane. 44 is the Mike.
2.
To throw on third down. Copeland toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
4 down, check. 4 down.
On fourth down, Copeland. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons cut into that lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
I'm here all day.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit.
Mike Popo. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 44. Mike, 44. Hey.
From the gun, Copeland to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Say.
Let go.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Ready.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
5.
55. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Number 86,
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal.
Up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
General West.
To just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get